Imagine this. You share some little joys from your life in a group chat, add a few photos, and eagerly wait for replies. But days go by without a single like or comment. You always care about your friends and rush to help them when they need it. But when you're in trouble, all you hear are excuses like, I'm swamped right now, or I'll help you next time, promise. When your kindness is met with coldness and your sincerity with indifference, you start doubting yourself. Am I not good enough? Did I do something wrong? Or maybe I just don't deserve to be treated well. Hello, everyone. I'm Manya. Welcome to Life Wisdom. Today, let's talk about the trap of expectations and the true nature of kindness so you can finally break free from what's holding you back inside and find real peace and freedom. There's a powerful idea in the book, The Courage to be Disliked, that really stuck with me. Your kindness reflects your character. How others react is their own task to learn. How you treat others is your choice and reflects who you are and how you grew up. How others respond is their own issue and choice. It's not something within your control. You see, your kindness and their reaction aren't cause and effect. They're two separate paths that don't necessarily intersect. From a young age, we're taught nice things happen to nice people, and if you're good to others, they'll be good to you. That's true a lot of the time. But the problem comes when we treat these ideas as guaranteed cause and effect. It's like setting a trap for ourselves. We start dealing with people wrapped up in unspoken expectations. I'm good to you, so you should be good to me. I helped you, so you should remember that. I care about you, so you should respond. That should is like an invisible contract we think both sides signed, except the other person doesn't even know it exists. So when they don't respond the way we expect, we feel betrayed, ignored, and disappointed. In Adlerian psychology, there's a key idea called separation of tasks. It means everyone has their own lessons to learn. You shouldn't meddle in other people's tasks, and they shouldn't meddle in yours. How you treat others is your task. You can choose kindness, honesty, and generosity, which show who you are. But how others interpret your kindness or respond to your efforts is their own business. They might be grateful, indifferent, misunderstand you, or not even notice. That's their choice and life, not yours to control. How you treat others shows your character. How they treat you shows their life. These two things happen side by side, not one causing the other. When you try to control how others react, you cross a dangerous line. You literally hand them the remote control to your emotions. And that's exactly why it hurts so much. Let me tell you about Linda and her colleague Sophia, who got along pretty well. They often worked late together and vented about work stress, so they were friendly co-workers. One day, Sophia got a call that her elderly family member had a sudden, serious illness and was in the ICU, needing constant care. She couldn't come to work. There was a big project deadline coming up, so Linda didn't hesitate to take over Sophia's tasks, working overtime to get everything done so Sophia could stay at the hospital worry free. Linda thought, we're so close. Helping her like this will bring us even closer, like true friends. But after it was all over, Sophia acted like nothing had happened. She just casually said thanks on her first day back. And though they still greeted each other politely, the feeling of being close was gone. What hurt Linda even more was when she later had a family emergency and asked Sophia to cover her shift. Sophia made excuses about being too busy. Linda said she felt heartbroken, not because of the extra work, but because she felt like she treated Sophia like a friend, but Sophia only saw her as a regular coworker. I asked Linda, did you help her because you genuinely wanted to? Or because you expected her to do the same for you someday? She admitted it was from the heart. I said, exactly. You helped because you're a kind person. That's your choice and reflects your character. Whether she's grateful, remembers, or returns the favor, that's on her. She fell silent, then said, but it still feels unfair. Yeah, life isn't always fair. People you're sincere to might not be sincere back. Your kindness might go unappreciated. Your expectations might be ignored. But you know what really hurts? It's not their coldness, it's the expectations you can't let go of. Your suffering isn't because they're distant, it's because you already wrote a script in your head. You expected them to be grateful, to repay you, to care. When reality doesn't match your script, disappointment hits you like a ton of bricks. Have you noticed sometimes you help a stranger, they just say thanks, and you feel genuinely good, no pressure, no burden. Why? Because you don't expect anything from strangers. Helping them is easy and pure. But with friends, people you care about, you naturally start expecting something. You think, I'm good to you, so at least be good to me. That's normal and human, but it's also the root of your pain. Think about it. Every time you feel hurt, is it really because of their reaction? Or because you already imagined how they'd respond? You expected understanding, appreciation, and respect, but got a blank stare or indifference instead. That's what makes the hurt worse. It's not the result itself, it's the unspoken thought inside you. I thought you'd be different. If you never expected a reply, just sent your kindness without strings attached. Even a cold response or silence wouldn't hurt you. The problem isn't giving, it's the quiet expectations that sneak in afterward. You're upset not because they didn't respond, but because you felt they should respond. Let go of that should, and you be free. You might ask, so should I still be kind if it might not be returned? Why bother? If you're kind just to get something back, that kindness is a transaction, conditional and fragile. If others don't repay you as expected, you feel cheated. But if you're kind because you have a full heart and the ability to give, then that's real kindness. When you see someone in need, you just want to help. That kindness is unconditional, free, and joyful. You don't need anyone's approval because you've already accepted yourself. So lowering your expectations isn't pessimism, it's seeing things clearly. You stop assuming everyone will be kind, understand you, or be on your side. You accept the world as it is and human nature with all its complexity. Then, when kindness truly shows up, you appreciate it. When coldness happens, you understand and let it go. Lower your expectations of others, raise your standards for yourself. That's the smartest survival wisdom for adults. It means you control your own happiness. You can't expect everyone to validate you, value you, or make you happy because not everyone can, and no one owes you that. You have to learn to validate, value, and make yourself happy. When you stop needing other people's reactions to prove your worth, importance, and existence, you'll start to notice a subtle change. You'll still be kind, but won't force yourself. You'll still give, but set boundaries. You won't rush to prove I'm okay, nor sacrifice yourself just to keep a relationship. We are often taught to love and consider others, but rarely told. You also need to learn to love yourself, think about yourself, and know you deserve kindness. Loving yourself isn't about luxury. It's about accepting your flaws and respecting your feelings. Not forcing yourself to smile, not pushing yourself to do what you don't want, not staying in uncomfortable relationships. Your feelings matter, not because you're selfish, but because you deserve respect. True relationships aren't built on endless giving, they're built on mutual respect. I remember a story. A young man, full of resentment, went to a Zen master. The master took him to a calm lake, picked up a stone, and threw it into the water. Ripples spread, but soon the surface became clear again. The master said, "The lake stays clear not by keeping stones out. You can't stop people from throwing stones, but you can choose not to let those stones disturb your peace, ever." That's the wisdom for dealing with coldness. Like the Tao Te Ching says, the highest good is like water. It benefits all things without contention. Water nourishes everything without asking for anything back. It flows around obstacles instead of clashing. Life's the same. You can be kind without expecting anything back. You can be good hearted without needing recognition. Your kindness should be like water, natural, quiet, and nourishing. True growth isn't just holding back expectations, it's fully realizing their unnecessary burdens. Like dropping a heavy load you've carried for ages, you don't lose anything, you just feel lighter. People might not respond, appreciate, or may disappoint you, but no one can take away your freedom to choose how you see it. No one can take away your right to treat yourself well. You can choose to get stuck on their coldness or focus on your own growth. You can drift with the crowd or root yourself firmly in your own world. That's your freedom and your power. And this power doesn't come overnight. It takes time, experience, falling and getting up, disappointment, and learning to let go. This path might be long, lonely, and hard, but every step is worth it. Because when you finally learn to love yourself, stop expecting too much from others, and live calmly at your own pace, you'll be truly free. Then your view of the world changes. You won't sweat the small stuff. won't care what others say or do, and won't doubt yourself because of their attitude. You know who you are, where you're going, and what matters most. You don't need tons of people's approval. You only need to approve yourself. You don't need a busy life. You just need a quiet corner that's yours. You don't need to prove how great you are. You just need to know you're growing bit by bit. Roman Rolland said, "There is only one true heroism in the world, to see the world as it is and to love it." What's the truth? Not every effort pays off. Not every heart is treasured. Not every kindness gets kindness back. Not many truly understand you. But even so, you still choose kindness, honesty, and gentleness, not for rewards, but just because you want to be that person. That's real courage and freedom. You're no longer controlled by others' attitudes or trapped by their judgments. You live by your own values and principles. If someone meets your kindness or warmth with coldness, that's their choice. If it hurts, you can be like water and flow around it. Respect your feelings. Be true to yourself. The right people will stay, the wrong ones will leave. No matter who comes and goes, you can keep inner peace. Because you know people leave, but others will come. Most importantly, you're always here. You're the only person who will never leave your side. So love yourself well, take good care of yourself, give yourself time to grow, space to breathe freely, and courage to face the world. You deserve all the good things. You don't need anyone's permission to live the life you want. When you slowly turn your focus back to yourself, you'll see your worth never needed proof from others, and your kindness never needed a response to hold it up. One day, you'll find calm confidence in your own rhythm, and the world's kindness will quietly come to you. Thanks for listening. If this episode touched you, please subscribe, like, and share it with that friend who always gives too much. When was the last time you let go of your expectations of others? Feel free to share your story in the comments. Remember, when you learn to love yourself, respect your pace, and honor your feelings, you have unshakable peace and freedom. Then your kindness will be pure, and your life full of strength and warmth. May you stay kind and free. I'm Manya. See you next time.